Welcome back to EFC TV. It's breaking news that Goodison Park will not be demolished. Thank God, because again, if it got demolished, it'd be a shame. Because again, you're talking about a ground that has seen many great moments. Obviously, I've seen many great moments. Obviously, I've seen many great moments in history. You know, obviously Pele and obviously Sabio played at Goodison Park. Obviously played in game Brazil played Portugal, I believe, and so obviously that's happened. I think like many great moments have been played at Goodison. So again, it's a ground that, by the way, a lot of comp teams and people who play there. It's amazing, and it's like it makes it we make us part of Berkeley will not be demolished. So yeah, and the Everton women will move to Goodison Park, and will move to obviously we'll move. I've got 3 times else, but obviously we'll move to Goodison Park, and we'll play the and we'll permanently. That's it. That's it personally. But obviously, and we'll permanently play at Goodison Park for the obviously, and we'll play the obviously, and we'll permanently. Not obviously permanently, yeah. Obviously, and we'll permanently obviously Goodison Park will be the permanent home of Everton women as well. Because one, I think I've heard this since unreal. Obviously, Goodison Park, obviously one, and officially Everton women's permanent home will be Goodison Park until they find someone else or someone better. Or near the city, I don't know, because I don't know. But of course, one, I imagine to do that. But of course, one, I think obviously as well, and will officially make Goodison Park. The Everton women will make Goodison Park their permanent home for next season, for the 25-26 season. So obviously, imagine this. Not this season going to season. This I think isn't like do like season finishing or so. I don't know. I think it's finished or it's finished. I don't know. Of course, one, it might be. I'm 25-26. Of course, one, and the Everton women's permanent home will be Goodison Park for obviously next season, and obviously for 2025 season, 2025-26 season, and obviously in the women, obviously Women's Super League, or the WSL short. Obviously next season, because one, it might be, because one, I actually did a video on this about a few months back. I did now. It's like a topic I did, right? Basically like a topic I did, and I said, should I'm good, but should they demolish it? Should they, keep it for that women, or I think keep it for them women? Because one, and one of the things I said actually is going to happen. So because one, I kind of. I kind of said and predicted this would happen. Because one, and I've been proving mine happen, and it's going to happen. So again, of course, one, in my personal opinion, it's my personal opinion. I think, in my personal opinion, I think this decision is probably the best decision for the Everton, because again, right, I believe Elland Park, they rent that from the Liverpool City Council. I believe I know it's like the Liverpool the FA, I think, where like the kids play and all that, as well as that. Of one, I know the Liverpool boys, they played as well. So again, you're thinking, right? Right? Okay, so imagine if you're freaking going, they have women in the ground, they can't use them because they're in that whatever. And then you're thinking, women goes part, right? What if we give the women goes part, right? They playing there for the 25-26 season, and obviously you imagine they'll probably make upgrades to the ground, well, just altercations to make it, for the women and all that stuff, and so the women obviously, and not them gone, but I think obviously adjustments for the Everton women, the Everton 21s, because one, I've not heard rumors go off, because one, and I've also heard the fact is that both the Everton women and the Everton 21s will play there as well, because one. So basically, I think both Everton women and the Everton 21s will play there as well, which, in my opinion, I think to bring great news in, because one, right? Because I know the Everton 21s, they play in Southport, don't they? They play in Southport as well. So again, you're looking, right? You might have the Everton women and the Everton 21s playing in the same ground, because one, they're basically sharing the ground with the team that. They're sharing the ground with the same team here. It's not like a few years ago when that idea, us Liverpool ground and be like Wimbledon North. Not like that. I think with this, it's the same team. It's basically the same team. It's not like O'Reilly's not. This is right. This obviously not. I'm not sure Liverpool sharing it with our women's team and under ones. They're both sharing with the same team really. So it's like, oh yeah, we'll use this, and then you imagine all the stuff off. But imagine a few of the stands will probably be imagine closed off or covered up because again, I could so I've got to compensate if you're too big, but okay, obviously, but I think I've said so before though. Me personally, I think it's a brilliant, amazing idea because one, I think it works for both the Everton women, the Everton 21, it works for them, as well as that, it also works for Freakins. Freakins, like, we want to make the Everton women a much better improved side. We want to make the Everton women a more competitive team, not a team that'll get beat every week 4 or 5-0 or, because want to improve. I think this season they've got better, but in my opinion, I think Freakins obviously really interested in improving the Everton women and obviously making I think improving the Everton first team, but also improving the Everton women 21s. I imagine he's got that in his mind. He wants to go, I want to make the Everton women much better side they are now. Not myself. I want to just make a little bit more better. I want to make Everton women more competitive to do. And on the same thing with Everton 21s. Again, the Everton 21s I think do need, because again I think Billy needs obviously have that thing where competitive sort of, because one, imagine freaking Scots, I want to do this, I want to do that, but yeah, it's an amazing thing. But yeah, obviously for next year, obviously that's I think obviously the main and breaking news today is that obviously the Everton that Goodison Park will not be demolished. It'll be used for the Everton will permanently move into Goodison Park, make it the home of the Everton women, and I think will be used. I think the Everton women and under ones will use Goodison Park to play their home games, and then obviously the away ones will play. Obviously the home team, I'm sure, but because one, that's just news day. Obviously that in this great brilliant day, obviously in this brilliant tremendous day, obviously that this has happened, and obviously I think it's got official. They're going to make the plans for it, and because one, in my opinion, it's a brilliant, absolutely incredible, brilliant idea. And the Freakins, by the way, I've just done the face off. I think I was Angus Kinnear, who obviously mentioned me about that. Obviously, he's obviously going to mention about him in a minute. Obviously, he's done a brilliant job so far. Suggesting. Listen, I imagine he's had some input into this, where he said, "Listen, right, we can do this, we can do that," but he goes, "Yeah, let's imagine obviously, obviously, but I imagine he says, this can be, this, we can't think that, but just for time being, we go support, for time being, we just go good part. Best option to do that, and then basically he's going, let's do that. He's not like, he's not agree with that, but he says, why don't you go and do that? It's easier to do. And they go, yeah, do that. If you know what you're doing, do it. Because obviously he's had some input to doing that. He's obviously, sounds like he's having a good start so far with the idea. I imagine he's got some input to this plan that they're doing Goodison Park. I think, in my purpose, I think it's brilliantly done that, but I imagine they'll have to make a few adjustments, obviously, to the home dressing room, away one, maybe a few of the stands, maybe like the top balcony might be closed off, and maybe they'll have like the lower top balcony, maybe they'll have that, or not top balcony, but maybe like the lower top balcony will still have that. I imagine they'll have some of the park end open. Like, I imagine they'll have not the parking. I imagine like one side of the park end will be open, obviously, for fans to go in and watch women as you were. Obviously do that, and then obviously imagine some of the other parts that around all those stands around the stadium will probably have to be probably be closed off or be covered up with the bad things you had during COVID. So I imagine some of that on there, but because one, if I was doing it, I'd probably do that. Okay, let's just use that because it's right there. Obviously, everything else go on. I don't. Yeah. Okay, so listen. Obviously, but listen. If I was doing it, if I was doing it, I'd do that. Obviously, because one, right? What? Obviously, we own it. Women can play there, and so to play there as well as that, right? I also think, right, that we won't rent it out. If we basically giving it for free to the women, basically, and it's just like helping out. But yeah, obviously, that's news, obviously. But yeah. another news that Everton can confirm Angus Kinnear has taken up the position as the club's new exec as the new club's chief executive officer, obviously, or CEO. Sure, you know what? I didn't know. I went for that. I didn't know that. Okay, and Angus. Obviously, Kinnear brings more. Obviously, Angus brings more than 20 years experience. Obviously, leadership, 20 years of leadership experience within football, having served as CEO at Leeds United. Obviously, recently was there doing. He helped them. I believe I imagine have some way of helping them getting promoted to the Premier League next season. So, obviously, since 2017. Prior to that, his tenure at Elland Road. Obviously, I imagine massively helped them out really, with stuff they had to do on the road. So yeah, he held a senior position at Arsenal and West Ham United. Again, he's obviously been at a few clubs. Obviously, one. I think he was obviously at Leeds. He was at Arsenal. He was at West Ham. So again, he's obviously got a lot of experience doing that. Doing that role. Being CEO. Which, okay, listen, okay. Obviously, I'm not a business person, so I don't know. But because one, I imagine he's done that role before. Because one, now. Let me you know what, because one, me personally, I'm not a business person, obviously I'm not, I don't know about because I don't, but I think, obviously what I've heard, I like all the stuff he's done. It just sounds like he's obviously got a lot of experience doing that type of thing as he's done before, and he's done Leeds and he's done Arsenal, West Ham. So again, he's obviously had that experience, which is quite enough. Because one, I actually bought things about a few weeks back. Well, a few weeks back, I did a thing for it a few weeks back, I think. But I think the sentence confirmed, so he's now there. So yeah, brilliant, really. I think he was before that. He was at Leeds, obviously, before they got promoted. I think he actually got promoted as well, but yeah. Okay, obviously West Ham United, Marcus Watts, exclusive chair of Everton, said this for yourself here. We are delighted to welcome Angus to the club to track his track record of leadership. Safeguarding of not off because I can't do it. I could butcher it. Obviously, strategic, obviously strategic across the Premier League and clubs spur. Obviously, and clubs speak for it. Angus joins. Obviously, Angus joins us. Sorry about that. Obviously, you know what? I think. You know what? In my opinion, I think. In my opinion, you know what? I think Angus Kinnear, by the way. Now, listen, obviously, I don't know how well he's done at clubs like Leeds, West Ham, and also I don't know because one, he obviously sounds like he has done a fairly decent good job at the club so good. Because one, that obviously must speak for itself. So obviously, in my opinion, I think it's absolutely brilliant point that we made bringing him off. Because one, I think we obviously had Denise Brown Maxdale obviously in something to Southampton him, and all the stuff with that stuff came along with all stuff that time was causing it. Obviously, all I think obviously all that stuff as well came like it did, and then also, but then I also think with Angus Kinnear, I imagine has a clue, and obviously he's already done. I've mentioned before the women as you moving to the ground, moving to Gus Park as well. I imagine he's obviously had some work in that sort of, because what he's obviously had a good start so far. He's got that right. I think Man Kinnear, but okay. Listen, obviously, I don't know if Angus Kinnear will do a good job. I don't know, because I think so far he's done a decent good job. With the women stuff is like that. I mean, that's good. I mean, it's a good start. That you don't. I feel like if I don't say if Fowl, he wouldn't have done that, but I imagine he probably would or wouldn't have done that. I honestly don't know, but again, in my opinion, I think he's done a brilliant job, obviously doing that. But yeah, awesome. Okay. You know what, mate? You know what? You know what? In my opinion, I think it's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant appointment. Because one, and hopefully he does a good job like he did at the club likes of Leeds, Arsenal, West Ham. Hopefully he does a good job with us, like we did those teams. So hopefully he does a good job. Obviously, and good luck to Angus Kinnear. In his new job at our club. Hopefully he does well for us. We'll see. But yeah, hopefully he does. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're getting some. So we're getting. We're getting to transfers now. Obviously, we're getting to the latest transfer news, as you were. Obviously, yeah, that Everton have been linked with. I've been linked with a move for. Obviously, I've been linked with the Lille midfielder Angel Gomes. Because one, I believe. Listen, I don't know much about. I believe, and I know. Listen, I know that he's a former Man United player. I know he was there. I imagine he's got some word with Lee Cars. So because one, hopefully Cars can put a good word in for us and say, come and join Everton, because Everton's probably best to do it. Because one, you want to play games, Everton get club here. You want to win things. Maybe we are good for that, but not all the time. So because one, you want to play football, you can. You can do it, whatever. But obviously, yeah, hopefully we try and get him. So yeah, it's good really. Okay. Obviously, we've been linked on. And we've also been linked as well. And we've also been linked with West Ham. I'll put it on. And we have been linked with a move for West Ham United defender Coulfal. I think his name is But now, so I've got a bit of word. I think that's on him because again, I'm good link obviously because it is. I mean, as for. Also on Coulfal. Okay. You know what? Okay. You know what? You know what? I think this link is a really good weird link. Not weird. God. No, I think this link is a good link as it is, but I think I just come on. I know good files. I believe very free account. Now listen. Listen. Because one, I believe that he is very free to radio because Now listen. So okay. One, I don't know much about. Listen. I know Coulfal is West Ham. I know that he just seen play that off because one, he does seem to play that Moyes probably most likely going to go because one, he knows he's worked from West Ham. So can you imagine that's a link that Moyes knows and can line him. So can you imagine that's behind the ball because one, listen, despite him being 33, I think at that age he can still play, still good player for his pretty good job for playing right as you were. But okay. So like I was saying, for Oscar one, in my opinion, in my opinion, I think it's down to a good sort of sign. I think we do go and sign him. I think it'd be a good sort of sign because again, I think he's a player that I think he's 33. He's not 39. He's 33. He's a player because Moyes not always get along with Moyes not choose because one, but I imagine he's a player that can do a job obviously at left back. Maybe chance McGlank a little bit and maybe does that, but because one. Obviously, we'd be linked to him today, obviously, and hopefully we get Angel Gomes and obviously coulfal. Hopefully, we get those players in the summer. Hopefully, we'll see. But hopefully, those links aren't just links. Hopefully, they come real and happen and whatever. But yeah, hopefully that'll happen. We'll see. Obviously, I think maybe thoughts, comments below. Listen, are you glad happy to hear about the women who play Goes Park now, or aren't you? Do you agree? Disagree what I said about it? Are you happy to hear or not happy or whatever? And for that, obviously, also what your thoughts on Angus Kinnear. Think he's good? Think he's bad? Think he'll do a good job, bad job? Or obviously, let me know your thoughts come below. So, yeah, and also let me know your thoughts. Also let me know your thoughts on the players that are rented. Think they're good? Think they're bad? Think we could be linked to better players or? Think we'll get him, think we won't get him, or obviously, I think also what your thoughts on all the news today, all the news that has come up today, think it's good, bad, just let me know your thoughts, comments below as well. Obviously, you know what, I'd really appreciate the support. You know what, I'd really appreciate the support if you subscribe to EFC TV at youtube.com because of, no, that got around to it. Okay. You know what? I'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe because one, you want to see great videos like of my previews, match reactions, breaking news videos like this one. Obviously, you also want to see other great videos like that as well. And you also want to see exclusive videos like of Marc and myself, and I'm sure with topics, of great videos like that as well. Because one, I've got a. Not tomorrow, but I think after death that I've actually got a video coming out. I'll be all about Goodison Park. I'll be saying the history of Goodison Park, what's happened to it, games that being played there. I'll mention of some of that special tribute to Goodison Park. Really, seen a lot of them. I thought I might do myself and see that. But yeah, I think I think, but obviously. I'm doing that video not tomorrow, but not tomorrow night, but the night after. Not tomorrow night, but the night after that, I'll be doing that one. Good check off that. I'll be doing that one as well. So, but yeah, you know what? I won't be doing it. I won't be doing it night after tomorrow, but I'll probably doing that video tomorrow night instead of because one, Saints actually playing on the Thursday of. Yeah, I can go see you. You know what? I see. It's not too fast. Sometimes I do. I talk too fast. I don't know why, but it's like my nerves. I talk too fast. It's a weird thing, man. Anyway, yeah. Okay, sorry. I was going to forget, guys. Obviously, I'll be doing. I won't be doing it. I won't doing it on the night after, but I'll probably doing the Goes Park video I've been on, but now I'll be doing that tomorrow night. I'll be doing that video, so look off that. I'll be doing that tomorrow night as well, so that'll be just a video, yeah. But obviously, yeah, it'll be quite an interesting video, but yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow night as well, but yeah. But there you go. I'll be doing that, obviously, I'll be doing that. I'll be doing that tomorrow night, we'll be doing that, but yeah, be interesting videos, you but yeah, there you go. As for it. Obviously, yeah. You know what? I'd really appreciate the support. It massively helps the channel keep going. It absolutely massively helps the channel keep going, improve, get better, so forth. It massively helps success does. Obviously, as ever, massive success does. Obviously, yeah. Yeah, and also if you're obviously subscribed, or also if you're obviously new to the channel or you subscribed already, don't forget to press the notifications button or bell. And press on either the first one, the second one, but the third one, obviously we don't end it, whatever. But obviously you can either press on the first one, the second one, obviously up to you guys what you do. So obviously up to you can either press on the first one or the second one. You hear about the occasional video, but to hear about all the videos, press top one, because again, that's what helps out. So keeps on going and all that stuff. But yeah, you know what? And I'd really appreciate if you would share it on Facebook, share it on Twitter.com, and also don't forget to share it on any of your other socials as well. Massively helps because it does. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. Obviously, and also don't forget to give a like, leave comments, like I said, and also don't forget to and you can also follow me at Twitter.com at EFC TV. So yeah.